On the Middle East conflict, we're joined by Philip Chester. He's an Aussie staying in Jerusalem with his son now called up to serve in Israel's Defence Force. Good morning to you, Philip. Really appreciate your time. Let's start with the initial experience that you had after this attack.
Well, good evening, Matt. It's night time here in Israel. My wife and I travelled to Israel about 3.5 weeks ago because our son and daughter-in-law are expecting their third child, our third grandchild in Israel. And last Friday night, we were in the synagogue celebrating the end of a Jewish holiday. It was a very festive evening. And then Saturday morning, I was getting ready to go to the synagogue, and we heard a very strange noise, very loud noise. We didn't know what it was. And our neighbour came quickly, knocked on our door and said, Jerusalem's under attack. Please join us under the stairwell, because we're in an old Arab building in Jerusalem where there isn't a proper shelter or safe room. So we went right under the stairs, and we started to hear booms where the missiles were being intercepted, and we basically spent the whole day running in and out of the shelter, or the stairs as it was, and just worrying about what was happening in the country and actually what was happening in our neighbourhood.
Philip, I can't even imagine how you're feeling at the moment. Your son now has been called up to defend the country. How's he going?
Yes, our son, who moved to Israel some 16 years ago and served in the army and has been in the reserves now since the end of his service, the last 12 or so years, was called up to join his unit in the south of Israel. As I said, he has a 3-week-old son and 2.5-year-old twin daughters. We weren't there, but his wife told us how difficult it was as he kissed them goodbye and said that when he got the notice to come down, that he had to join his buddies and protect the country, and it was apparently very gut-wrenching, that last meeting, but he felt he had to do his duty, and we're very proud of him for that.
What about you as a father? The Prime Minister has warned more days of violence ahead. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's very tense here. Obviously, the loss of life, the casualties, the hostages, it's just been horrific, all the footage, which I'm sure all of you have seen, but even more so all the stories we're hearing from our neighbours and friends here all the time about people they know, relatives they have who have been caught up in it, missing, dead, injured. It's absolutely horrific, and the country is in shock. They don't quite understand how this happened. That's something that's going to have to be analysed later. But at the moment, it's everyone's together. The internal disputation the country's been involved in for some months has completely evaporated, and everyone's very unified in defending the country and trying to rid it of this terrible terrorist menace that it's facing at the moment.
Philip, our thoughts are with you, your boy, your family as well, and all the other Aussies over in Israel at the moment. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Matt.